Welcome to another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
And I'm Jeff.
And we just watched an episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that episode 4?
Maybe 5, I think.
I don't think it's...
No, it is 4, because if Rhode Island's 5 tonight, then this would be 4.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So, good episode, I think.
I thought it was too. Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe all the things that Pinky did.
It was just like pinky.
It was, yes.
No thumbs.
It was like Marsha, but pinky.
Yes.
So, a lot of thumbs.
Like pinky. I was...
Sorry, I'm a little slow. It's been a long day.
It has been.
It's been quite a long day. We've done a lot today.
Yeah, I had brunch and then like...
Shopping and
playing Rumicube with our friends.
Yeah.
It's a good game. If you don't know Rumicube, get to know it.
Yeah, we didn't, Rumicube's one of those games that your entire life you see and you're like, oh, that's just a game that like old people play.
I don't recall... I know Rumi, but I never saw
Rummy.
Yes. But I never saw like Rumicube until like...
I've always seen this game, but I really never knew how it was played. I always just figured it was just some like, I don't know. I don't know what I thought it was, but it's a fun game. It's good.
Yeah.
It's nice. And it's a fun game to play while you're having a few drinks.
Yes.
So it all works out.
All right. You got this sweater?
I got this sweater the other day. Yeah, for $10 at Old Navy. I mean, come on. That's nice clearance item.
It was good item, yes.
I thought it was like the last one on the rack. I went back today and I found like 4 more of them. I was like, oh, I guess we could all have a uniform.
It did seem like it was just like misplaced. It was a different area.
Yeah, it was a different part of
from
the
its
store,
friends.
So. Yeah, but no, I like it. It's
a sweater.
Nice last minute sort of
it's
sweater
soft.
buy.
Yeah.
Very soft.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, I don't know. I feel like it's worth saying one more time. Like if you're just finding us, thank you. We appreciate it. We are 2 husbands, each other's husbands, and we watch The Housewives. And for lack of better words, we recap them, I guess. But, we try to just kind of hit the major points and talk about, how the episode made us feel and like basically what each of the ladies did in the episode.
Right. There's no script. I mean, there's no rundown. I take notes just to like remember things so we don't, let anyone slide through the cracks.
Yeah. Because like this episode was particularly, it was packed with a lot of stuff.
But it was just like only a few people, not a few, but like it was like I said, Pinky had so many scenes. There was a lot of scenes, but it wasn't like not everyone had like equal scene.
No, agreed. But like with there being so many housewives and friends this season, like there was a lot of moving parts going on, but ultimately it did come down to be a very Pinky heavy episode.
And yes, which I liked it. I really enjoy her. She's fun and she's, interesting. And it starts off with she and Kelli are like, oh, we have something in common. We both hate
Porsha. That was Kay.
That was Kay.
Yeah.
I love how Kay and Kelli are like, yeah, me too, girl. No, they're both filing for bankruptcy or at least talking about it at that point.
Right, because they both have, restaurant debt and everything.
Yes.
So.
A lot of debt. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was going to say it's probably easier for us to talk about who wasn't in this episode.
Drew
Which
was sick, supposedly.
And then there wasn't really much.
Kay had like a couple of scenes, but she really didn't say much. She was more just like anxious about the impending girls trip, because she's never taken one before. Who else hadn't? Oh, it was not Annie. Angel had never done a girls trip before.
Oh, on Potomac. Yeah, well,
so,
I mean, and she never did a girls' trip, really. I mean, even after she planned a whole one, it failed miserably.
Yeah, like her first one, and then the second one she planned, but she should maybe just bow out from girls' trip.
Yeah, probably.
Don't even like watch the movie Girls Trip.
Don't watch the upcoming Ultimate Girls Trip.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Or the sequel to Girls Trip. Just don't do it.
Just don't do it. Yeah, no. So they were down, and then...
the whole slutty vegan thing. I kind of want to go. The fries looked really good, and I was like, oh, I would just go for fries. Probably cooked very well.
I mean, we're not anti-vegetarian. There's a lot of people out there who are like, I only eat meat, and why would I eat plant-based? Why would any of that stuff? But like, it's fine, plant-based alternatives and vegan food. Like, there's some good stuff there. But like, when you think about it, you're not like, oh, that's going to be delicious and mouth-watering. So French fries do tend to be the thing that you're like, okay, that's the shining star of that.
Exactly.
But I like a good bean burger or black bean burger.
Yeah, they can be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a local...
As long as the bread is good.
There's a local restaurant around here that does all vegan, and it's not doing too well, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I'm sure that like that, there's definitely a demand for it, but it's one of those things where like people always go out and they say like, I want to eat healthy and I want to eat clean, but then when it comes down to it, they don't necessarily put their money where their mouth is.
They're like, oh, I miss the real thing, and
exactly. But I mean, I think it's great that she has the has built a brand out of it, and it's nice. I do think it's difficult even for us. Calling it slutty, like it's hard for us to even promote it.
Yeah, we don't want to
even say something.
Like we thought of as a title, but then you don't want to be calling people.
Right.
You don't want to throw out sluts.
Well, like even when Porsha walked into the restaurant, they're like, "Oh, welcome, slut," and she's kind of like, "What?"
Yeah, there's a slut in the building.
Yeah,
there's some sluts in the building.
And I get that like that's edgy and everything, but it's sometimes like you probably are alienating a good portion of people.
Well, I doubt like if there's like a grandma walks in, they're gonna be like, "Hey, slut."
No,
slutty in the 70s.
No, they're like, "Oh, what's up, hussy?" They adjust it. They
tramp.
Yeah.
Trollop.
Yeah. They adjust their sexy insults. So, but I don't know.
Yeah. But then they also get into this is where it starts with Phaedra allegedly saying, according to Pinky, that she does not eat meat.
Well, that she does eat meat.
Does eat meat.
Yes.
Yes.
I wasn't really following all that, and I don't know how Shamea got roped into it.
Because she told this
Phaedra told it to Shamea on the phone?
We see in a flashback, Phaedra saying that Pinky owned barbecue or rib joints.
Right. Or I want to say she had a bacon joint, but that's because
it was something. It was a joint that served meat.
Yes, it was very.
We don't know when this was. Pinky says she's been vegan since 2007. Right. Maybe it predates that because Phaedra also said that she's known Pinky for a long time. Mm-hmm. Just realized we have 3 P names: Pinky, Phaedra, and Porsha. So she tells Shamea this, but she never said that we heard. Oh, and she does eat meat. She still eats meat. So I think maybe in Shamea claimed she thought that maybe that was the subtext.
Yeah.
Because why else would Porsha, or why would too many P's? Why else would Phaedra be saying this if not to imply like it's suspect that she owns a place called Slutty Vegan when she is into meat, at least as far as I know.
Right.
But
well, because again, Phaedra has nothing else going on.
Well, and she loves to like throw out things even if they're not based in truth.
Right. For sure.
It's a thing.
Weren't we at Phaedra's house at one point? Because her son was there. Where was
yes.
What's going on with that?
That's when Porsha came over before the event.
Okay. Oh, yeah. And they really while everyone was gathering because it was a give back event that Pinky.
Yes, it was a nice event. Yeah.
And I like that she actually, I think it was smart, especially given last season with everyone bringing charitable donations that kind of didn't quite hit the spot.
Yes.
I thought it was great that she kind of assigned each of the ladies something to bring.
That was Shamea's thing. And it was Britt,
right,
who showed up with
a half-empty box of stuff. So yeah. I don't know. It's probably a smart thing to do regardless for her to say, you bring backpacks, you bring you bring this, that, and the other thing. And even still, there seemed to be some sort of misinterpretation.
Because she charged Phaedra with bringing formula, but it had to be vegan formula. And the quantity that Phaedra was told to buy was $4,000 plus.
Oh. Well,
yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things, though, that
I didn't know that there was vegan formula.
I'm sure there's vegan everything.
That's true.
There's probably vegan cat food if we look hard enough. Although they say vegan diets for cats and animals.
No, they need meat. Yeah.
They need
They're carnivores. Yeah.
But we aren't talking about that right now. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, they bring it up last season again, you need to bring more than just a box of something. You were all women of means, you should bring something that's...
Well, that's why I like someone telling me, you bring the backpacks, you bring the deodorant, you bring the toothbrushes. It's I know what I am assigned, I'll get the quantity that I'm told, and it's nice it going directly to people. There was no if, ands, or buts, because... it was just like straightforward. People are coming in through the door. Here's your backpack of stuff. Yeah. Right. I think that was great how she put that together.
Yeah, that was
so
nice.
And that was everything we've heard about her foundation. So it was like her business, her foundation, her charity event, her husband,
her bankruptcy.
Yes,
which ultimately comes up again.
Yeah. So, repeatedly throughout the show.
Well, it seemed to be a going theme. Did we learn more about Angela?
Angela's whole thing. Well, she and Porsha and Phaedra went in, that's when they gossiped about Pinky, and like Phaedra denied she said that she eats meat.
Right.
But then they segued to Angela and her Fangie thing.
Oh, right.
Yes.
That I was a little confused what was going on there, because it looked like everyone involved with it was also confused. Is like, why are we doing this?
Well, they got confused when she said that, that she was buying another house.
Oh, is that what caused them to scratch their heads?
Like, this is like her team.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, why are you doing that when you should be focused on that? And she was also lowballing them in terms of the number they should have to start this Fangie business.
Yeah, yes.
She was thinking 30, and they were like, no, you need like 50.
Right.
So
this makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. And then Charles came along, and basically he's going to be bankrolling this. Meanwhile, Angela did buy the spider house.
Is that what we're calling it, the spider house?
Yes, we are calling it the spider house.
All right. I like it.
And yes.
Okay.
So that was Angela's whole thing.
Right.
And she also said that she's keeping an eye on Phaedra and Porsha after last season, which she should.
Yeah.
I like that she's like, I was the bigger person, which if you have to say you're the bigger person.
Right. Not usually the bigger person.
Yeah. She's like, I was the bigger person, but I'm keeping my eye on Phaedra and Porsha.
Yeah. Oh, that was a large portion as well. Dennis came over to Portia's house.
Well, before that, Mike came over because we have to go the flowers. Mike, her friend.
Oh, right.
Came over, and he brought flowers that Dennis then saw later on, with the note that said, "I want you." So, and their whole thing. Well, so they got into it was two things. It was talking about Portia's house, how the house that she gave to her. The house that she originally got for herself after her divorce, where she raised Pilar. She is selling that house, even though her mom was in that house. Who knows where her mom's going? I want to know where. And
not the podcast studio at her new house.
No.
That room was huge.
That was huge.
And had an indoor
I think because it was a pool house.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, like, she has $1 million in equity in her Duluth house, and she's going to use that elsewhere.
Okay.
Yes. So she's talking about that, and then she's also talking.
How did I miss all that? I wasn't like asleep this episode.
No, you weren't asleep at all.
So how did I miss that? Like,
you might have just zoned out. I mean, it was a lot. It was a long scene.
Yeah, it was also. I wasn't expecting a Porsha scene to start talking about like equity either. How much equity you have in your home in Duluth?
Because she was all upset because that's the home she raised her kid in, and she's sentimental, whatever about it. And then they segued into kids. And he wants kids. She does not want to have any more kids. And he said that would be a deal breaker. So maybe it ultimately was because she is not with him and she is with Sway. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That was that whole conversation.
But then ultimately Dennis comes over and they're talking about how many podcasts does Porsha have, by the way?
I don't know of any. I don't think I've been looking for them, but like she's saying that she and Dennis were going to do one about raising the Pilar, and then she was going to go back to the one she did with
her sister,
Lauren.
You're right. And it seemed like there was a third one that they were talking
just
about.
those two.
Just those two? Okay.
But I don't think either one currently exists.
Yeah.
I'd have to say.
I haven't heard of them. I mean, if they are, there's only a couple episodes.
I think Porsha's really entertaining. I know she's like podcast entertaining because I think she's better in person, like
right. She's more visual.
Yeah. She's not a radio, although she was a radio personality for a while on Dish. But anywho, yes, and that whole scene of Dennis coming over and like telling her, now actually, it's none of his business to come over and say like you need to take some time and be by yourself and not date people. But I understand. I don't agree with it necessarily, but I understand the point of view of like you just got out of this tumultuous marriage with
Simon.
Thank you. And now you are dating. But like again, it's none of his business. So
it's interesting to see how activated she got with him. Like she
always does.
She was like she's like getting in his face and just like not like overly so.
It was like Porsha's Family Matters.
Well, it's like she's really trying to prove something to him, which it's interesting because, like, you think about, like, people and their exes and stuff, and, like, they obviously were in love at some point.
Very much so. They're going to get married.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, how much of that is still kind of how much of that spark is still actually there, even in their friendship that they have now?
Right.
You know, I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, they should get back together or anything like that. But it's still just interesting how much she really is just trying to, like, prove something to him.
I think it's more so that he pushes her buttons.
Mm-hmm.
And so, not that she's trying to prove something, but she's just like, shut up. Like, you don't need to tell me what to do. And, you know, you're wrong. I'm put my foot up your ass.
Yes. Okay. So she's more or less not eyeing him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like someone you cannot get rid of because he's the father of your kid. So,
right.
So she's like, oh, I can't stand you.
I have to say his beard is not helping him.
It's very Todd.
It's very Todd. And then on top of it, just the gray. It's making him look older than he's ever looked before.
Because he's only like in his mid-40s. If she's 44, I think he's around the same age.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, just definitely the gray in the beard made him look older. But I guess when you have the gray going on in the beard and you look at the person as a whole, like, you're like, oh, I guess his eyes are a little bit puffy, and, you know, there are a little bit more, you know, wrinkles here and there.
Well, you can really see, like, he had the hat on and the glasses and the Joe Jackson tracksuit.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of luck going on.
We watched the Michael movie this weekend. We saw the Michael movie, yes. So we have the Jacksons on our mind.
Yes, Coleman Domingo did a great job, but that makeup was scary.
It was. I still think that Joe Jackson's spinning his grave being like, what do you mean a homosexual is playing me? Like, probably not his, you know.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong.
Right.
But
what's he going to do about it, right? No.
Keep spinning. I would be more so like, not that it's not true, but like the whole abuse claims, but like we all know that's true.
Yeah, I mean, the family put it in the movie to acknowledge.
That goes way back, talking about Joseph beating those kids.
Yes, exactly. But it's worth watching.
Yeah, it's entertaining. It's not like great, but it's very entertaining.
Yes, especially if you have any interest in the Jacksons and anything like that.
And like reliving those moments, those big moments in his career.
That's true. I have to imagine if you weren't a fan of his music, or you were just like, I don't like this at all. Like, that was a lot of the movie. It was just like, okay, they're playing this song.
But I understand for younger kids,
the youth out there,
the new generation, you don't really know his music as much. They might know, like, you know, certain like Thriller or whatever, but they probably don't know Human Nature or like other things that are not like
Billie Jean.
Right.
So
I think they might. I'm sure there's been a surge on streaming platforms for his music with this movie coming out.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah.
As intended.
Uh-huh.
Sure, that's why they're like, oh, we'll make some money off the catalog if we make this movie too. So,
right.
Anyway.
Oh, here's a segue. Speaking of the 80s, Cynthia is planning a Dallas-themed girls trip. That's the theme.
Oh,
Dallas.
Oh, is literally like the show Dallas is the theme, or like they're going to Dallas?
They're going to Dallas because that's where her tequila business is popping.
I suppose.
Tequila Mockingbird.
Is that what it's called?
No, she said like that's the name of it. I don't know.
Oh,
all I know is it's Dallas themed. She wanted Kay to sing because it's country, and it's in Dallas.
Okay.
And there's tequila.
I was.
Oh, she paired up with the Maloof family.
Oh,
that's why that random like shot of. I was like, why are we seeing Adrian and Lisa Vanderpump? Like, can you not just like flash up?
Because Cynthia spends some time in Beverly Hills. That's what she does.
She was at that. Was she at the? She was at the party, the weed party.
She was.
God, that seems like ages ago.
It was ages ago.
Oh.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's weird because like so much stuff was happening, but at the same time, it all just kind of boiled down to the same like kind of notes with just Pinky over and over and over again. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, very interesting. Shamea and Gerald. One, he is so over the show.
Oh,
he is so like that husband who's just like, I don't want to do this. Get this mic off me. Like, I'm walking away now. No, I'm not going on the trip. Whatever. Talking about their surrogacy journey.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
So we found out that like the surrogate that they were trying to work with last season did not work out. And
Because she has a history of failed transfers, and they only have one. They want to have a boy. They have one male embryo.
right.
So it's understandable why they would want not to risk that, because she was saying there's no chance that I could, produce embryos. I can't
More eggs.
guarantee
Yeah.
or guarantee a male embryo.
Right.
So they want to be able to place this in a surrogate that for sure it will stick.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they didn't really go. I mean, they kind of made their intentions clear. They didn't really talk about like whether they made any progress or anything like that. Sorry, the cat almost fell right behind you, but luckily onto the cloud.
Yeah.
Would have been fine.
Right. But it's also like she's saying, like, do we do adoption? Do we get donated eggs? Things to, if you really want a boy, yeah.
I mean, it's good that they're in a position where they can at least explore all these options.
Exactly.
A lot of people aren't, but it's good that they are. So,
yeah. I thought that was very interesting, that whole conversation.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
I don't know what else really happened.
I think the rest was like just Pinky, the event. Let me double check my notes. Boop, 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 boop.
I mean,
yes.
They tried to make things happen during the event. There was some shade, and there's trying to be like some
so that was so there was we already talked about the Shamea thing, and because they both, like, Shamea was denying and Phaedra's denying the whole meat thing. No one was owning up to this thing going out there that would hurt Pinky's brand that she eats meat.
But when it comes down to it, it's just kind of a weak kind of thing to worry about.
Well,
I mean, I get why he's worried about it.
If you built your whole thing off of being a vegan, and then this rumor goes around that you're not truly a vegan.
But this whole kind of like finger pointing of like someone said I'm not truly a vegan is just, that's kind of.
But it can these things can get away from you, especially if you're Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah, but I'm thinking with all else that's going on, especially with bankruptcy on the horizon, that there's way bigger fish to fry, or bigger
faux fish,
vegan burgers to fry. I don't know. There's a joke there somewhere, but it's Sunday and I'm tired. Damn it.
Well, it's also, so then there's the back and forth with like Phaedra saying Shamea doesn't like me, and pretty sure she doesn't. But Shamea was like, no, I'm fine with you. Pretty sure she's not, but she, was not going to let Phaedra have that.
Yeah, that's something this season. Shamea is, I think, showing up with a general like distaste for a lot of the ladies that I did not pick up on last season. And I don't know if that's as a direct result as to how things fell out between her and Porsha.
I think it predates that.
You think so?
I think it goes back to, because Shamea is very good friends with Candy.
Oh, okay.
And she, back in that season 9, when the whole thing went down, she was right there on that couch, and she was just like, calling Phaedra out with the rest of them. I think she's fully like, you are not a great person. And so I don't fully trust you, and I don't fully like you, and also you're best friends with like my former best friend. So all these things accumulate, and I'm not down with you. And
at the same time, we've all identified that all you do is make little jokes and one-liners.
Snarky things at someone else's expense.
Right.
So yes.
Okay.
So yeah, she doesn't like her. And I don't think Phaedra likes her either. So just like call a thing a thing. Maybe we can move on from that. But like, it's pretty obvious there's an issue. What's funny is that like Porsha just like sits back like, because that's a whole nother situation. But
yeah, I don't know. Like everything seems very low stakes, and kind of like I don't really care how anything turns out right now. I think we're still being set up for some actual drama that we will care about, but I'm still yet to figure out what that's going to be.
It's going to come out. I think like there's going to be, we see in the trailer there's like fights, so it's going to happen. I think this is just like poking the bear, and eventually it's going to like erupt of like, no, I don't like you, and here are 10 reasons why.
I just think like, I don't know, previous, in other franchises as well, but previous seasons of Atlanta, for sure, there was always kind of a built-in antagonist with Kenya. And we don't have that. So it's yet to see who is going to be like the baddie. And they're kind of keep
There's
positioning.
no villain.
Yeah, they keep kind of positioning different people to like maybe pick up that crown and put it on. Like, is it going to be Kelli? Is it going to be Shamea? Is it going to be Angela?
Phaedra doesn't want to be it, but like she wants to be like fun and shady. But like sometimes I think behind the scenes she is pulling shit.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Well, the thing is like Kenya would be more in your face about being the villain, and she really like lean into it, much like Renna, or other people. And Phaedra's is like, no.
Phaedra wants to be well liked.
Yes.
But also at the same time
we know who you are, and we know what you're capable of.
Right.
So, but like Phaedra was saying in an interview that like Shamea was the villain, and I'm like, I don't see that. But anyway, we're only in episode 4. But I just don't think Shamea, like in any frame of mind, could be the villain.
I think she could be. I think there could come a point where Shamea is just like, I'm not going to trifle with everyone here. I'm just like, I'm going to call it what it is, and just be like, I'm done with this shit, or I'm not going to humor them.
What I don't think she should do is she should not island herself with Kelli.
Yes, correct.
Like, you need to like be cool with everyone. The fact that we see in the previews for next week's episode that Cynthia is like sticking them together in the pool house, like, that can be your best friend and you can be a duo, but you also need to be fine with everybody else. But now she's had like a little dust up with Drew, and now this thing with Phaedra, there's all stuff with Porsha. So it's like, you gotta be cool with people. Like, I would be like, Angela would be cool, right?
Right. Like, you have to like make an effort to actually get to know the other women as well, and not just be like, and whoever that ends up being.
If I was her, I'd be like, getting good with like Pinky and Kay.
Yes.
So at least have like half of the cast be cool with.
Especially, I think, given if Kay keeps up with this whole like Porsha's, shady, and I don't know that I trust her, Shamea could swoop and be like, oh yeah, you want to compare some notes?
Right.
I can give you some more reasons why that is, Yeah. So that'd be interesting to see. But you're right. You're absolutely right. Like, if it just ends up being the two of them, Kelli and Shamea, just sitting off to the side, just snickering together and just like, tee-hee, we don't like them, then it's just going to be them against everyone else.
Yeah, so the group will move on without you, and that's what you don't want. You want to resolve the conflict and not be
But it's interesting. Like, until you mentioned it, it does seem that so far Shamea doesn't really have interest in actually connecting with anyone else.
At least that we've seen yet. There hasn't been scenes that have like really shown a lot of connection. Maybe in the girls' trip she'll bond some more, but
that'll be nice.
So yeah, I think so it's funny. Pinky tells everybody and their sister about the bankruptcy throughout the episode. The mailman, the dog walker, the mayor of Atlanta. And then in the final scene, she says,
when her husband says, so, who you've been telling about this?
The fact that she's like, oh yeah, by the way, I went to the bankruptcy lawyer. And he's like, why? Because I'm thinking about filing. And then it's like, and who else have you told? Well, in the flashbacks of like everyone.
But she kind of started like no one. Like, I haven't told anyone.
Just
you so far.
Yeah,
it's a few people.
I think she hasn't actually filed, so that's good. She didn't file and not tell him until afterwards. So it's still like thinking. It happens, but
I think it was interesting, and I thought it was very sweet that, like, given his last episode where the whole thing was like he doesn't necessarily want to, or doesn't necessarily support her the way that she needs, the fact that he said in this time, like, no, don't do that. Like, I'll give you the money. And she's still saying, like, no, you shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah.
I thought that was sweet and unexpected. Like,
I thought it was sweet that they are both looking out for each other of like, she was saying, I don't want to burden you with this because you have your own stuff going on with your business and you're on the way up and I'm not in a good place. And he was saying, we're partners in this together. Like, you should come to me, or feel you can come to me with these things. And the fact that you were so quick to be like, I will give you the money, don't do it. And she said, no, I don't want you to do that.
Right.
I thought it was a genuine scene, and that was a good example of like how a couple should be. Because like you're saying, like, he could have jumped to like, making it all about him. And instead he was like, what do you need?
Right.
Do you need money? Do you need support? And then like building her up saying like, you will get past this.
Yeah.
So that was really nice.
Though I think that the financial move would be that if she has the ability to file bankruptcy without him and it's not going to necessarily cripple her future, then I think, that's probably what you should do.
And also you want someone in the relationship, in the family, to be on the upswing,
right? Someone who's not burdened by it or has been got through it unscathed,
right? So because they have to think about the kids and like various other things, I'm sure,
and cheesesteaks.
Yes, so. And cheesesteaks be making money apparently.
I mean, they're delicious. Yeah. I love me a cheesesteak.
Yeah. Next time we go to Atlanta, we need to like hit up his cheesesteak place, and
so slutty vegan. Yeah. Hopefully they call us sluts.
I would love for someone to do that when we walk in the door. Like, hey, sluts. I'm like, yeah.
I know the next time you walk through the door what I'm calling you.
Doesn't have the same ring to it as a stranger who's going to give me food.
All right, then. I see where your allegiance lays.
I mean, I have to buy the food, so,
But you just want strangers to call you a slut and give you food. Okay.
Yes.
I see how it is.
Well, the Kelli thing of like when she's saying she should call a burger Porsha. It's like, Kelli, you did Porsha. We're done with Porsha. We forgot that. They ignored each other at the charity event.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, I don't like throwing around. I like a good play on words. We both do. We love a good pun. Yeah. So I love Porsha. It's a good one, but like I don't need to hear it every episode. Like it's getting to be vulgar, I think.
It's a little weak. I feel like, Kenya called Porsha plenty of whores. So I think we've done that and she's in a different place. So like,
but even as like the whole like, the slutty vegan thing, like again, it's, I guess it's taking back the word and, empowering it. But I just would.
I love that she's a reformed slut. So
I'm offended by this conversation. I don't want any part of this anymore.
I'm part of it. A part of it.
Yeah. So.
That's a flashback.
Was that Jennifer Aiden?
Jennifer Aiden impersonating Danielle Cabral.
I
want a part of it.
Can't wait to get another season of Jersey so we can get over all those bad memories. So who else do we have? Did we get everyone?
I think we got everyone. We covered their stuff and tribulations and, it's shaping up. I know you're saying like it's still low stakes and you're not feeling it as much.
Root for.
Yeah. But you still enjoy the episode though. Yeah. You're saying,
Yeah. It's kind of like, I think the same thing where we're at with Rhode Island, where we're like, but it seems
we're building, we're world building.
With Rhode Island, we're like, they're all brand new. So we just don't know who's our favorite and who we're, supposed to like. And for Atlanta, being on as long as it has, and with as many favorites that are on the show, Porsha, it's, Cynthia, all the, like, there should be someone that we're like rooting for, but right now everyone's just kind of like right there in the middle of the field.
But half the cast is fairly new. I know, like, again, Shamea's been around for a while, but like this is her second season as a full-time housewife. Kelly's second season, Kay and Pinkie's first season. So they're not all seasons. It's not like, Jersey when they have the same cast for like 5 years straight.
Well, and we know where we feel about Drew, so she's not going to, seasoned or not.
I mean, I'm not trying to be shady, although we did that last week, but I didn't really miss Drew in this episode.
No, I didn't. Really
what was she going to do? Like, bring the deodorant?
I mean, if she
that was on her list,
then yeah, she would have. So
yeah.
Well, either way, I guess if that's all we have to talk about, then we can all talk about it next time.
Until next time.